Hi, my name is Mary Jane. It was very overwhelming, especially I was at work. I cannot really cry. When I was when I got home, it was just I was up until 3 in the morning trying to research which is the best hospital I can get treatment. I've never felt that kind of pain in the past. It was hard, but I eventually thought, I need to give it the best shot. I was young. I still have a lot of dreams, and I I enjoy my life. I like being alive. I work in psychiatry, so I'm kind of familiar about coping skills. And I did not really know how strong am I emotionally until this happened to me. So I'm very thankful about that, I guess. And when I get overwhelmed, after I found out, I just start trying to do the things that I love, which is hiking. So from there, I just start hiking. Every time I'm not going to work, I'm going hiking. And when I'm on top of the mountain, I feel empowered. I feel peace. Yeah. I also spend a lot of time with my dogs. They make me feel good. If you have family near you, you have friends, hug them. And let them help you. Let them be there for you. In my case, I have my dogs. And I just try to enjoy them. I have a lot of friends that was living, closer to me. I spend a lot of time with them. Plus, there's a lot of things you can do. I like hiking, so that's every little, even if it's just little things that bring you joy, you do that. Because each person is different. Not everybody can hike. Not everybody will have the opportunity to, travel, do something, host parties. But every little things that bring you joy, embrace that and you enjoy that. Because after the diagnosis, I feel like every day is just like celebration. It is kind of hard, but every day is special. Your time become very how do you call the one? It's you can't waste any time because you don't know how long you have. So you just enjoy every moment. You enjoy your food. You enjoy what you have. I book all those appointments with different places, and I talked to one of my friend who really coached me on what to do because that time we found out, okay, I'm inoperable. Then the only option is going to be clinical trials. Maybe if it will not save me, it will make me live longer because that will be like the goal after, once I was told I was incurable. So I booked those different appointments and I was looking for clinical trials. So it went down to two hospital, Mayo Clinic and MD Anderson. Mayo Clinic have 3 clinical trials for gastric cancer. MD Anderson have 1, but you need to have the biomarker to qualify. Well, unfortunately, my slide from my scope was damaged. So it will be, if they will need to scope me again, it was going to take like a while, weeks. So that's going to delay my treatment. And that time, they were thinking my body is kind of like already failing because I was already having trouble breathing. And then when I'm eating, if I eat half of an apple, I can't I'm full already for the whole day. So I was very lucky that they did a blood draw and look at the circulating tumor, and that came back with, very lucky, HER2 positive. And I think it was end of November when they did an emergency approval for the treatment that I'm getting now. So it is FDA approved. I did not qualify for the clinical trials because my slide was damaged, my sample. But I got approved to get immunotherapy, targeted therapy, and chemotherapy all together as palliative care, and it's FDA approved. So insurance cover them, and I think I'm very lucky. Even if my cancer is not gonna get cured, but the opportunity for me to be here longer and live a little bit comfortable life, not suffering too much for now. I feel very happy about that. My grandfather, he also have cancer in his throat, but he's a smoker, and he got diagnosed in the Philippines, so we really did not have a lot of information. I remember my grandfather just went to the city, did radiation and I think surgery, and he came back very skinny. And then we took care of him, and then he got better, and then he was diagnosed in like early 60s, 61, and he died when he was 86 or 87. And he did not have any, it's a little different in that country. There's no more follow-up check, nothing. He was just okay. So I did not know what was his mutation. And they did, because they were concerned about the genetic mutation that, maybe passed to my relatives. I came back negative for that. And I also came back negative for H. pylori. So until now, we don't know. It could be the environmental factors, my lifestyle, and we don't know what caused it, really. The reasoning for that, one of the area where the cancer went, it kind of wrapped around four of my arteries in my abdomen near my liver, and it's kind of long and it's growing deep inside the tissue. So they cannot operate that area. And that made me inoperable. Plus, it's spread everywhere. The only time they will operate is if I have really problem with pain, and then they will need to block the area to help with the pain, but nothing to remove the cancer. No. 2023, December, I started chemotherapy. And then in January, I started chemotherapy plus immunotherapy plus targeted therapy. The chemotherapy and the targeted therapy was done every 2 weeks. The immunotherapy was every 6 weeks. I did 8 rounds of the chemotherapy, and then I graduated from that. When I first have that the in IV chemo combo with immunotherapy and targeted therapy, it was hard. You will deal with hair loss. I didn't lost all my hair, but it was thin, and it kind of like your skin. You look different, very skinny. Everything hurt. And you're always nauseous, and then your immune system is not good. When you go somewhere, you easily get different disease, colds, cough, headache in the morning. But I was able to manage it well because once I was diagnosed, I really studied on how to manage the symptoms. Mouth sore, I was, doing all the things I need to do to prevent it. So I did not have that. But it's mostly just nausea. I didn't vomit because I was maybe only a few times. But it was just the fatigue. And you feel like every day you have flu. That was the feeling. And then my voice is kind of deep and trouble breathing. And then in February of 2024, I developed a complication from a treatment. I developed pneumonitis, pneumonia, and then I had lung collapse, and then I have hepatitis. And that time for the first time ever, I went to the emergency room and I got admitted. And when I got out, I start getting better again, and the lung collapse eventually resolved. And in April, my heart started to fail, and that is because of my targeted therapy. It was kind of like, they monitor your heart once you're on this specific targeted therapy, because they know it will not just attack the cancer, it will also attack your cardiac, enzymes and stuff. So we're kind of prepared for it. When they start seeing that the cardiac function was, going down, we stop a little bit, like maybe for over a month. And then I developed, they found some kind of growth in my breast. And then when we restarted the treatment again and I did more scan for my breast, it kind of disappeared. So So the medication is controlling everything. It is hard, my nail doesn't look the greatest, but we do something to make it look nicer. There's there's always ways, I guess, to you live with the symptoms because you want to be alive. And you can do ways to kind of, make yourself feel better, I think. Plus, I live alone, so I need to really be very tough. So I need to take care of my dogs, and yeah, I need to deal with the symptoms really good and just listen to your body. I don't work a lot anymore. I took a break from work, and that really changed everything. My scan, I mean, I still have cancer everywhere, but it was not as bad as when I was working and doing school. Now I finished school and then I'm on break from work. I'm able to go to the gym. I'm able to eat healthy. I don't need to like rush. I can sleep better. Before, when I was working and doing school, I'm only sleeping 3 to 4 hours with the cancer treatment. So it's just didn't work. But now I go to the gym. Well, recently I stopped going to the gym, but before I did the Camino de Santiago pilgrimage because I recently finished that. After that, I have some problem with my foot, like blister and stuff. So I stopped going to the gym. But before that, I was going to the gym every day. I tried to hike every day, and I meal prep. I try to relax. I try to do things that may bring me joy, and I try not to worry about things too much. And I think I look better now. I don't feel exactly the same as before. I start getting sick. Food used to taste really delicious for me. Now it's not that good. I think when I cook, because I like hosting, when I cook my food now, I think it's my friend told me it's still delicious, but I think it's not as good. Um, but being alive every day, it's very special for me. Yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect. You kind of just live with what you have and enjoy it. It's a taste, a change. Yeah. And in my head, I'll be thinking of, oh, that's going to be very delicious. And when I eat it, it tastes a little different than before. It's not the same, like feeling. It's not the same experience. Yeah. Plus, now I can't really, my lifestyle changed now. I can't be like, can't be drinking, partying because of my immune system. But I go to the mountain, go on vacation. I've been doing a lot of vacationing, and that made me very happy. I went to actually I'm almost done with my bucket list. I only need to hike the Machu Picchu, which I probably will do a little later when I'm stronger, because who knows? I need to train for that. But other than that, I've already went to Asia. I saw all my nieces and nephews. I saw childhood friends. I saw friends in Korea. I did hiking with my childhood friend in Korea. That was really fun. And then I went to Switzerland and saw some family. Italy, Germany. I saw my college good friend. We went to Austria and then France. So it was good. Yeah. And I feel like, my list is keeps going longer on what I'm gonna do with my life. But I'm very happy about the opportunity that I'm able to, still enjoy life despite of this terminal diagnosis. Life is good. I mean, it's beautiful. I just focus on enjoying my life every day, and peace is very important too. I feel at peace now, so I kind of accepted. Things can happen, but every little, even like time from friends and family, it's more meaningful to me. And when I see people getting diagnosed with, cancer, if I hear somebody telling me they just got their diagnosis, like if I see someone, it's very personal to me. I want to be there for them. And before I will do the same, but it's this time it's more personal. I think I am how do you call it one? More emotionally calm now, and my how do you call that one? My goals in life change. Now it's just simple. No need to, get buy all these nice things and save all this. No more. It's just I will enjoy life. If I'm able to walk, I will walk. If I can taste delicious food, I will eat delicious food. Sometimes I still drink red wine. I like my red wine. But yeah, I'm just gonna live my life. I will. Long life, short life, uh, meaningful. Living a meaningful life. I think is more important for me now. Hope is very important to keep in your heart, even if you're told people with this diagnosis doesn't live very long. Nobody knows when your expiration date is. You keep your hope in your heart. You work hard for it, but at the same time, you also try to enjoy everything. And I walk in the Camino de Santiago with the hope that miracle can happen to me. If I will become no evidence of disease one of these days, I still have that thing in my head that what if miracles kind of come my way. You never know. I'll go back to that walk again, the pilgrimage. I'll do it again for me and for my friends who are suffering from cancer.